Hey, I'm Jay from TechForce and welcome to Adaptive Defense 360 overview. The first things first, we are a partner for Panda Security and we do resell Adaptive Defense 360 because we believe this is the best next-gen antivirus solution available out there right now in the market. This is from our own experience. We use the product ourselves. I have used it myself as an IT manager in the past, and we now partner because we think it's the best. Right. So what's the biggest difference? So the biggest difference between a traditional antivirus solution and Adaptive Defense 360 is a traditional AV works on a signature definitions based, as you know, and if you don't have a signature for a particular threat, you are at a risk, right? But with Adaptive Defense 360, they completely flip the model by saying we are only going to allow the applications that are classified by our own servers. So the basic principle of the software is it will classify all the programs across your devices as a goodware, malware, or if you already have existing malware, it will classify as a malware. And then any new executables programs are unknowns or blocked. Zero-day threats are blocked by default, and only trusted programs are run in your network. So which means you are protected against the most unknown malware threats, and as well as it's a peace of mind, right? So as soon as you open the dashboard, you log into the dashboard. Here is how you see you see your whole estate, number of computers and what's happening on those computers, as well as any computers that you haven't been connected to the console. This is a completely cloud-based platform, so you don't have any infrastructure costs or numerous maintenance and all those costs. So you pay per license, per device subscription, either a year or 3-year subscription, and that's it. Either it's a single computer or a single server, just one license per device. That's it. There is no separate pricing. Right. So as soon as you log in, you see all the dashboard here. You can see number of blocked programs, and if you think something is blocked, which isn't supposed to be, you can go in there and just unblock the program, and it will unblock for your entire console. And if somebody, one of your admins, knowingly or unknowingly, let a malware run on your systems, you can see what's been run and if it made any external connections and so on and so forth. It will actually give you a really good forensic analysis as well. You can see when it's run and what it has done in activity, every single event. And you can actually go in and see the activity graph, which I think is pretty cool, right? You can see, and you can timeline, you can drag it through the timeline as well. You click on one of the nodes and it will expand, and you can see all the information. Hopefully you don't have to use this, but it's there if you ever need it, right? So that's, as you can see, well, number of other threads, different presentation here. And moving on from here, how do you deploy the software? It's the easiest software you can ever deploy. So you just go into the computers, add a computer, and download the agent which is suitable for your environment. In this case, let's say Windows, and you just download the installer, which is an MSI file. And from there, you can either deploy via group policy, SCCM, whatever you have for deployment. And other way to do it is, once you install one device on a subnet, either in your branch office or remote office or somewhere, you can configure that computer as a discovery node, and then that would, just click check now, and that would go out and find all other devices that are not being managed by Panda, and it will report back here. And you can just click on them and select the devices you want to install, and then install the agent and put in your credentials, and it goes installs itself. The good thing is it will auto uninstall any existing security products as well. If you have like AVG, Symantec, Sophos and ESET and all that, it will uninstall. It's brilliant in that way, right? And as you can see, the cloud interface is very, very intuitive, right? While we're in the computers part, you can isolate computers if you thought there is an infection of some sort, which as I said, we've been helping number of customers. We never had to use this feature. The groups, you can create your own, or it will replicate your Active Directory. And once in a computer, you can see the hardware and software information as well. And you can search for a particular update or a software, which I think is brilliant. So moving on from there, going into the settings, you have number of different settings, and these settings profiles, you can create number of different profiles and assign it to a different branch office or different department. So why do you want to do that? You may want to control web access to a different department and a different schedule, or if you may want to block the USB access for sales or finance, or if somebody is leaving, or by default, if your company is not allowing any USB ports, you can block them here as well. Because this is a agent based on your device and cloud based, regardless of whether they are in your company or outside the company, the policy applies and they can't overwrite it, right? So number of different settings. General, again, it's the same updates and all that. Advanced protection, this is the key differentiator between other traditional AV products and the next gen AV, which is Adaptive Defense 360, which I call it AD 360. It can run in 3 different modes. When you initially install it, we recommend you to run in audit mode, where it goes and learns all the programs, and then hardening, and then finally lock mode. In lock mode, there are no single computer infected which is run in lock mode so far, so that gives you the best protection. Firewall, again, it's like a Windows firewall, but just better than Windows firewall to control from a central location. Device control, I've shown you USB controls and removable media controls. Web access control, again, you can schedule it, and you can pick different categories. You can put in your own custom URLs as well, right? It's really, really good. If you think about it, it's just one agent delivering all these solutions. If you are still using Exchange servers, you have more options in there, but most companies are not using Exchange. They're moving to Office 365, so I will ignore that piece. Right. That's about the core product. This is a high-level overview, but if you would like a full-length online interactive demo, reach out to us, and we're happy to give you a full demo. I'll leave the contact details in the description below. So now you have extra add-ons available for the product. So for example, patch management. You can add patch management module to your software, and then you can see all the patches which are critical. They are categorized, and you can just pick and just install the patches you're wanting to install, right? Schedule or install straight away, and then you can go and see them in the schedule. The patches, again, a number of different third-party patches are supported, like Google Chrome, 7-Zip, or Adobe, Java, and all that. Just not Windows, everything. So this is an ideal solution if you're just depending on WSOS or SSEM. This is the best, right? And as I said, again, a very, very simple and easy to use dashboard. Encryption, another module. Again, it's an extra cost for patch management, extra cost for encryption. If you have a BitLocker in your network, you can manage all the BitLocker keys from here. That's pretty straightforward, right? And you have one more extra add-on, which is advanced visualization. What happens with the advanced visualization is it's pretty much big data, because the agent is, again, all these solutions are delivered through one single unified agent. An agent is collecting so much data, and their data is reported back into advanced visualization tool. It's in layman terms, it's a big data. Every event is logged on the platform. Which we will see in a minute. Right, there you go. Right, it came up in the end. So application control, you can see all the applications on your network, and you can also see which are vulnerable, which are behind the update, behind the patches and all that. You can see bandwidth, maximum bandwidth consuming applications, and so on and so forth, as you can see here. It will give you a nice nice little infographic here, and you can click on them and you can go through. Right. I hope you get the gist. Again, data access control, you can see who is accessing what data and where and all that. It's really good with the heat maps as well. Brilliant. So let's do a data search. Let's search what's happening. As I said, every single execution on the endpoint is being logged, so like what application, what time, and who the user is, what device, and all that. You can create alerts and search through. You can do tons of different things. And these logs, either you can use this platform here, or you can send it to your own SIEM platform if you have one, right? And the last and final, you have one additional module which is called data control. What data control does is essentially from the same agent, again, it goes out and finds if anybody has been saving PII information on their devices, like ID card numbers, passport number, driving license, first name, last name, emails, and mailing addresses, and all that. And you can look for them, who they are, what device, what path, and all that, and you can actually click, and then you can delete as well, which I think is brilliant. The solution is really good, just because it gives you the best protection, peace of mind, and also multiple different solutions from one single agent. The pain of having single agent for antivirus, web access control, USB control, and encryption and data control, different agents being slowing down your network and your devices. You would have just one device with no infrastructure cost, and the agent is very lightweight. As you can see on my desktop here, we use it ourselves, and we manage 2,000 other devices as well, and we don't see many issues, right? I hope that helps. If you like a full-length demo, or if you want to discuss, if you have some questions, I will leave my contact details in the description below. Please get in touch. We would love to talk to you. We would love to help you. Right? Thank you very much.